Okay, so yeah, today we're gonna continue that long-term project that we're doing, and we will work on what is it? The
Part.
card functionality, right? I think last time we rendered like multiple items, right, in the card. So what I mean is that we had this drop down to change the quantity of the products in the cart, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's no functionality, just the UI, as far as I remember. Kai, do you have the recent
Yep, I have. I'm not seeing share this screen, right?
what's that?
What is the button share? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was a different color. It was green. I was looking for everything. Okay. So what I'm sharing. I'm sharing my desk. Okay. Desktop 3.
Make sure you don't share anything naughty there.
No, I don't have anything like that. Because, everything is study related only.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay.
You don't believe me? Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Are you running it?
Let me. Yeah, I did, but let me. Okay, I need to open it up.
Cool.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, so try adding multiple items to the cart.
Oh, it's not adding.
Is it the new one?
It should add?
It should.
Ah,
Do you have the right project?
yeah, you sent it right last.
Yeah. Can you open this card? Yeah.
It is there.
Oh, okay, it is here, but I thought that it should be some kind of number.
No.
Okay, okay. Then.
Not yet.
Yeah,
We haven't done that yet, so we will work on that.
add to cart. And
Okay, cool. So
yeah, it is here.
now what we're gonna do is, you see the quantity drop down? So first, let me show you of like the functionality that we want. Let me send you the link that we're of the website that we're trying to imitate. It's in the chat.
This is very popular in Romania too.
Really? I had no idea. I thought it was only Polish.
Oh, okay. Interesting. No, they have it too, and they buy a lot of stuff there.
Cool. Hi, could you open this link that I've sent?
Yep.
And we're gonna buy you some facial creams, and so you look pretty, moisturized and everything.
Yeah, that will help.
Some retinol to keep you young.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
we don't want too many wrinkles, it's not cool. Okay, so let's add several different items on the cart, and then I will show you the functionality that I'm trying to recreate.
Wait, it's a different language. It's in foreign language.
So just click on any product and
Okay.
you will understand it.
Yeah, let's get to electronics. What is the electron? Oops.
Just from the drop down, you will see there's like or that, just anything. Yeah, just click on any product.
This one,
Mhm.
still,
And you can scroll down, there's add to cart.
this
Yeah,
one. Okay.
yep. And let's choose a couple of more products.
Continue, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we just go back.
So if you scroll down, I think they will suggest more products.
Internet is here.
Yeah, this one, something else, and one more product just for fun. And after this, I will send you my address so you know where to ship them.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. So what else you want?
Did you add different products?
So we need one more. You have one more.
Okay, let's do one more.
Let me go here. Which one? Just
Just
back. Oh, okay, let's get another person. What number is this? 771. Okay, now this project, the
Yeah.
Corsica.
Yeah.
Новости represent. Okay. Oh, we have. Oh,
Cool.
what is this? Is this a bonus?
Yeah.
First one, okay.
So you see the drop down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Using this drop down, you can, like, not leaving the cart, you can change the quantity of the products you're purchasing.
Okay.
See?
Oh.
And it's updating, immediately updating your total, right? It's updating the quantity of products that are in your cart. So that's the functionality that we are trying to recreate in our cart. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right now we have a drop down with a bunch
Oh,
of
okay.
quantity numbers. However, they don't do anything. There's no functionality behind them. First and second, right now it says quantity, right? But in fact, it should show how many items you have added in your cart. Because
Oh.
right now you can immediately see that you have 9 items of like one perfume, 3 items of the other, right?
And what about this 4, for example? Is this quantity or no?
I don't think so. 4, 3, 1.
2.
Is it quantity, guys? Maybe it is,
Okay.
but we want the quantity to be
Inside this, right? Okay.
so we want to see immediately how many products we have in our cart.
Oh no, it looks like kind of ID 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's kind of a order. Maybe.
No, it's the quantity.
Oh, is it a quantity? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, right now there's nothing there.
Yep.
We didn't have time because the class was like almost over, so we only rendered the numbers there, and that's it. So now if we go to our cart component,
Mhm. Mm.
I think you're in, are you in, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want you guys to like remember what we have in our cart component, just like familiarize yourself with the code. So we have quantity numbers array, which is an array that we are rendering on the UI from 1 to 10, so that users can choose the quantity, right? And then we are using a list group, which is a wrapper component for the whole cart. So basically, you know how you can see the items in sort of like a list. So that's a list group. And then inside the list group, basically every item is a list item. So inside list item, we are showing, what is it, the image, the name of the product, right? The price, I think, I'm not sure if it's price for, it's like a total price, I think, right? Or price per product, probably per product for now. So yeah, and last time what we did was we added this drop-down toggle that says quantity, right? And we just looped through our numbers array and rendered them on the UI. So what we want to do today is add some kind of functionality that, well, first problem that we need to solve is we need to show the current quantity, not just quantity string, but current quantity, right? And second is when we click on any number from the dropdown, we want to change quantity of the product. Right. Okay.
Okay. Quantity. So we need to change the number, and then when we are clicking, okay, it should select the right number, right? Okay.
Yeah. So right now, Kai is already showing the quantity of the product, right? So that's good on line 24. So now we can get rid of line 32, which is the quantity that we were displaying there before.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So did everyone catch that, guys? Lavinia, Zarina?
Yeah.
Yep, I just
Yep.
put this quantity.
Cool.
Variable, is it, what is that, state or something? Where is coming from?
What, quantity?
Yeah.
It's coming from line 14. When we are looking through the cart items, which were
Okay.
passed to the
Okay.
top, and we're
Okay. We're getting this card IK in quantity.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So now when we click on any card, on any number, we want to change the quantity.
Okay. So I just wanted to see, what is this? Okay, this is quantity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, what's the equivalent in English? Because I don't know, honestly.
I don't know, maybe it's like no, Q, T, as maybe this, or quantity.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So is that what they usually say? Because I think
Yes.
it's like items, no? 4 items.
Not sure.
Yeah, me neither. I don't, like, I haven't shopped in English-speaking websites in a while.
Usually it's quantity or items. It depends.
Okay. So quantity is
On Amazon.
yeah, because even Amazon is in Polish
Oh
here.
yeah,
So-
also yeah, QTY, yep.
okay.
QTY, no, the only thing is like, it says something like this. It says this one, and we can make it like in the beginning and this column and something like this. I don't know,
Okay.
it's in Amazon.
Cool.
It looks like this.
All right. Cool. Okay. So now, when we click on any of the drop-down item, We want to change the quantity of the product.
Drop down item. Okay, drop down item is this one, right? Toggle
Yeah, but the item itself is line 28.
item is 20.
So I want you guys to approach this problem first, like just high level logic. Let's come up with a logic of how we want to do it. Let's describe it first and then start implementing. So first, let's try to just come up with a logic of how we can change quantity from here.
Okay, so we have this one, this guy, right? Quantity
Yeah.
numbers, and we are mapping it through, and then getting the, how are we getting quantity? Oh, yeah, we can just select anything.
It's just a number. So we are looping through on line 27, we're looping through that numbers array. You see? And it can be, yeah, and basically it's just a number.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The quantity is not the actual quantity yet, right? It's a number.
And
Right?
this quantity, so we are going to change, right? And it should show the new value of the quantity.
Exactly.
Yeah, do we need to create then kind of use state to store this quantity? And
That's a good question. So
set quantity every time when we select. Looks like, yeah, we need to create some kind of function on change, right? Something like that, and set when it's run, when function will be running, when we do something here on change, it should run and set that selected value of this QTI to this quantity, as I'm thinking.
okay, so that's one idea to brainstorm. And I want to hear from Lavinia and Zarina. What do you girls think about it?
Mhm.
Should we store quantity as a local state?
I think we should, because we are using it only in the cart. I mean, no, actually, no, we are using it not only in the cart. What if we are on the page and we want to add 3 t-shirts?
Mm-hmm.
So that's still gonna be quantity, right?
Oh yeah, this is coming from here, right? This
Yes, it's coming from our and that quantity,
What-
yes, ultimately it's
what is
coming from
it?
our object.
Which
It's a property or key value.
property of card? Which
Items.
what is let me go. What is the items? Is it product?
No, product, it's another component.
What is a parent of this guy?
So where do you call card component? That's the question. Where is it called?
I think we,
App,
AppJS.
okay.
So the props is coming from the parent component. So whenever you're looking
This
for
one,
the
right? It's card items. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Then we need to, no?
so before we move on to discussing cart items, I want to talk about the initial idea to store the quantity of cards in a local state. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So why this is not something that we want to do? Several problems here. First, if we just store the quantity of products locally in the cart component, and let's say we change the quantity here locally, right? In this component, then there will be a problem because basically it will not be synchronized with the quantity that we are storing in the cart items in our main parent component, right? So there will be actually two kind of sources of truth when it comes to the cart items that we have. So locally here, we can change the quantity of t-shirts to 100, but the main state that is storing cart items will not be aware of that, right? So that's the issue. Also, whenever you're thinking of like storing something locally, you should really be careful with. So here you can see that the origin, like the cart items array, is coming from app.js, right? So it means that in this case, your cart items, like a whole data concerning cart items is preferably should be stored in app.js, unless it's something like really, super duper simple. Like for example, the array of numbers, right? This array of numbers doesn't need to be stored anywhere else because this is uniquely something that we only use in cart component. But cart items are a very important part of the state in app.js, right? Therefore, all the changes that we make that are concerning cart items should definitely be mutating that specific state, the cart items array that's in app.js. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So now the question is, app.js is storing cart items. Can we mutate cart items from the parent component?
Mutate means to change, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, we can.
How?
How? Oh, yeah, we need to create function
Okay.
and send that function down to the child and lift up the values, this updated updated values up to here and set this updated quantity and maybe do calculations. I'm not so sure to make sure that it's gonna address this it's gonna add up on the totals based on the change or plus or minus.
Oh, I believe the word that you're using, that you're looking for is a callback.
Okay, yeah, callback.
I think you're confusing like using a callback and lifting up the state. Lifting up the state is a bit of a different concept, right? And here you want to send the data back from the child component to the parent component via a callback function. Because normally in React, the data flow is unidirectional, right? It flows from parent component down to child component, right? So siblings don't communicate with each other, for example. They only communicate with each other through their common parent component. And the only way for the child component to send any data back to the parent component is by using callback functions. Okay. All right.
So I say the callback function and lifting up, is it same or different?
No, those are different concepts. So I believe what you're referring to is lifting up the state. So lifting up the state is a different concept. It refers to, for example, let's say let's take our project as an example. So we have app.js, right? But we also have, let's say we're storing cart items in our cart component. Okay. So our cart component is also a sibling to a navbar, because in a navbar, let's say we want to display how many items we have in a cart. But navbar and cart component are like their siblings. Let's say they're two brothers, right? And there is no way for the navbar to know about local state of cart items inside the cart component, because there's no way for the cart component to share its state with a navbar, because they're siblings, they're on the same level. But navbar wants to display how many items you have in your cart. And let's say it also wants to display the total of your purchases. So how do you do that? When you're faced with this kind of issue in React, you lift up the state. So what it means is that local state that you were storing, let's say in cart items, you need to lift it one level to the common parent. In this case, both navbar and cart, for them, the nearest common parent is app.js. Does that make sense? So
So when we are lifting up, so it means we need to create, and so it has to have this, for example, you state here and you state in app.js, right?
no. Let me draw you something. Where is the drawing thing? Wait, where's the drawing? Zoom has drawing functionality, right? Or am I being delusional? Because I only use Zoom for this. I'm pretty sure that there was something we could draw on.
No, it has it, or at least it used to.
Yeah, I cannot find it. Do you guys know where it is? I see participants, chat, share screen,
Apps.
summary, recording, captions, reaction.
Notes, maybe? No, I don't think so, but no.
Is it
Annotate?
whiteboard?
So what does it annotate for?
What's that?
Annotate.
Where is it?
I'm pretty sure we had it in Zoom, but maybe I'm just being delusional.
Yeah, I think it should have some kind of, yeah.
I think so too.
Because I remember Mario, someone was drawing on the screen and showing them, but I don't know which tool they're using.
Let's open, can you open draw.io?
What?
It's draw.io.
Yep.
Oh, you're drawing. Wait, how did you?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't opening my so browser, and I didn't know. Yeah, I think I clicked annotate, and
I don't even have that option.
yeah, it says annotate on my menu, but I don't know how to.
Oh, I think you have to be sharing the screen to do that.
Oh, okay. So can I stop sharing? Yeah, pause sharing.
It's okay. Can you just open draw.io and I can show
Yeah,
you?
now I'm trying to get rid. Okay, okay. Now, but what? How to?
There was an option to like delete all the drawings.
Yeah, because I'm sharing my screen, I'm not seeing. It looks like I'm seeing everything in a different place. I'm not sure where.
I can stop sharing for you.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, cleaned up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
So
now you can, I have an idea. You can restart sharing,
yep.
choose annotate, and then I will get the control of your screen and I think it should work.
Okay. Now, yep.
Can I draw?
Yep.
Okay.
But I don't know how to erase it.
So let's say this is our card component. Can you guys see? Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay. So card component is now storing card items, right? not in our current implementation, but let's say you created a cart component and you thought, okay, maybe I will store cart items state in a cart component, just locally, right? Then we decided, okay, so I think it will be user-friendly to show like how many cart items we have right here in the navbar, right?
Mhm.
You want to display them here in the navbar. Okay, and this is cart. But because they are siblings, this navbar has no idea about the cart items that is stored in the cart component because siblings cannot share state, right? So what do we do in this situation? We find common parent. So it doesn't have to be app.js because app.js will be the parent for all components, right? It can be something else. Let's say there is a list, for example, there's a list component that is their common parent. So what you do, you take this cart items state and you move it outside of the cart to their nearest common parent. Okay? Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's right now, right? So right now our card components. Yes, yeah, okay.
exactly. So that's why we are storing, for example, cart items in app.js because we want this data also to be available in navbar, for example, and elsewhere, right? So we decided to store it in the parent component. Why? Because we want this data to be able to, to be shared and displayed throughout several sibling components. That's why we are not storing cart items anymore in the cart component, okay? So this concept of lifting up the state to the nearest parent is basically what it means. So whenever, and that can be a common interview question as well, lifting up the state. Sometimes they will say something like, what do you do when two sibling components in React need to share a state, right?
Mhm.
And then you will say, oh, then you need to lift up the state to the nearest common parent.
No, okay. I was thinking the callback. Yeah, I was confusing this callback. I thought that callback when we're using callback and getting the value from the child up to parent. I thought that that process is a lifting up, but that
No, no.
okay. Mm.
So if you're talking about lifting up the state, then this is what it means. Yeah,
It is just moving up the use state, right?
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's good.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna stop control. Do you want me to stop sharing so you can erase?
Yep. Okay. Good. Okay. Then. Yeah. In this case, yeah, we need to do the callback. Callback function. And which function it calculates, for example, all this? Yeah. Do we have calculations so far or not yet? Where is it?
We do have a
Oh, yeah.
couple.
So where is it? App.js inside logic is inside app.js because I don't see anything in
It's
card.
in cart, but you have it line 32. It's quantity and price. times price.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's just here, just the coin. Oh, okay.
That
I'm
that's
gonna
it.
do that automatically. Okay, that's so. It looks like we only need to update this value, and it's gonna do it automatically. Then, right?
Yes, and what you see on line 11 was quantity numbers. We created that array,
Okay.
and I think I'm not sure how it is now. If you click on quantity, you can add to your cart up to 10 items or something like that.
Mhm. But look, first we are getting the number from here, quantity, when we are just
Right. But we are mapping on line 27 on quantity numbers.
Yep, yep. And then we are doing this quantity numbers, and I'm thinking, how do we need to sell? It is just the all the quantity numbers here, right? So, but we don't have any. Um, Thinking drop down item quantity. What is this coming? Okay, this drop down toggle. Okay, okay, looks like everything is inside this, right? All this related.
Yes.
Okay, this one is showing this value quantity, and this is underneath. What's okay? Do you have any idea how what you need to do? For example, to select in this case, one. Um, okay.
Um,
Yeah, we need to create that callback function, but after that, we need to figure out here, right, how to, when we click, for example, 5, it should,
show
how,
5.
how it's gonna select that 5, or oh yeah, okay, oh, okay, yeah, okay, all these guys are here. Okay,
Yep.
I'm getting it. Okay, I was thinking, okay, everything's here. When we click any of numbers here, and it's gonna be this quantity, right? Yep, it's gonna be this quantity. Then we will know. Then I think we need to create some kind of on change. So for drop downs, I believe not
On
on
click,
click.
maybe.
I was thinking it should. I think on change.
Let's
Because,
try with on change, and if it's not working, we can switch.
yeah, maybe we need to create here event handler like on change, and for now we can do some what is it, how we can call the function, what is it, quantity handler or something like that. Oh, update
Get
quantity.
update quantity, get quantity. Sure.
Yeah, it's the update quantity, for example, right? And then here we need to update quantity. Oh, okay. We need to get this quantity, but I'm thinking, do we need to create any new function, or we can just use this guy, set cart items, send to set cart items and update it right from using this set cart items. I think, can we do it? How you
Let's
do?
try.
Yeah, let's try. So I'm going to copy this and then send it to that child. Where is our child? Cart, right? Cart JSX.
More down.
Cart somewhere. yeah, with this is card items and set card items. Okay, inside the set card, it has several. It has several. It doesn't have only one value, right? It has few values. It is card items. So we have everything inside here, right?
Yes.
We are receiving. We need to send back object. I'm thinking how to. Okay, we need to get this ID to know this item. And then quantity. Here, do we need to? Sorry, I'm thinking even about this. Yeah, do we need to set? What is it? Set card items for only for one, so quantity only, or do we need to update everything here?
I mean, we don't need to update the title, but probably the price and the quantity, right? Because if the quantity changes, the price will change.
Yeah, but do you remember we need to? So, for example, when we are setting card items, we have to set everything here using this, not only change its values inside, right? We need. So we usually did this copy of the card items and so make changes and set go back again. So if we so if even we are updating only one value inside, we were doing this kind of, I remember. So in this case, oh yeah, so I think, yeah, we don't have to send this. Maybe we can just create this, the function here, and we will send that function as a callback, right? Yeah, let's try to do that. Constant and that update. What was update?
Cart. Updated cart. It already gives to you, or update quantity.
Oh, so yeah, update quantity. Yeah, we need to, this one is gonna only update quantity right here. And then, and it's gonna receive only, I think, yeah, I think it should receive this quantity and ID, right? How we need to know.
Yep. I was thinking that I did too.
Yep, and then quantity. Okay, this one, right? And then we need to, and now we can card here, we need to get the card item.
Hold on.
Okay, const updated, I don't know, updated quantity. Oops. Const that quantity, and then we will be now assigning and getting this card items. Card items. We are making copy, and maybe we are as mapping, right? And so map is going to create new map. It's going to create new array, right?
Yes. I
And
think you
then
have a typo. It's cart with T.
card. I was creating these cards. So, and now I'm thinking, yeah, we will be, and now we're inside. Okay, we are getting this and doing. So we need to get one item, right? And we need to do what? We need to check if item ID item dot id, right? Dot id equal to this id, then we are
updating the quantity.
Oh yeah, maybe do you remember about using find?
Oh, yes.
Find is returning only one, or it's gonna return, I don't remember. Find, how to use find.
Find the method returns a value of the first element that passes a test.
Oh, it's gonna just return on the one then, right?
Yes.
So we need to return everything. So everything inside this cart items and updated quantity based on ID. So yeah, maybe we can leave it as map then, I think. So, and the only thing we need to change here, if ID is equal to ID, then item quantity item quantity equal to, well, let's do it like this, quantity.
And then we also have a typo, line 19, the beginning.
Line 19.
It's if.
Yeah. What? Okay. Okay, if we are doing this, is the returning, is this correct? I don't know. Oh, okay, now we are, okay, let's try. Now we need to set cart items and to this updated quantity. Yeah, I believe this, so if everything is correct inside, it should work. But now we need to send this guy update quantity guy to here. Where is our cart? We are
I think, yep, line 83.
okay, we are adding it here, right? So and then we are going to cart, and now we are getting it here, update quantity, and now we need to
Change.
okay, we already have the quantity here. We need to send ID and quantity.
Should we create callback or no?
Oh yes, that's a good point. Yep. Doing this, and so, yep, that's a good point. Yeah, callback here, and let's check. Okay, now it's empty. Add to cart. Okay. Oh.
It's successfully not working.
Yeah, this. Let me see. It's successful, not working. Okay. It's not clicking, it's not doing it. Oh my Okay, so we didn't have any errors. It was adding up from there, but we're trying to change it. No, it's not changing.
What is our console showing though?
We don't have any messages. I think it's showing these products now.
Yes.
This one looks like all our products, and maybe this LA6 is maybe the card. Okay. So what we did not correct. Yeah, let's try to. Okay, this is calling update to updated quantity. Maybe we are missing something here. Maybe do I need to put return? No, not return. We're not returning anything here, right? Or if I think let me just put it like this. Return and close it here. This is no, this it's not showing. I'm not selecting, but okay, let's see what's wrong here. Third card items update. Oh goodness, why I did the same updated the same name. Let me run this again and see. Okay, we have one item here. It's not select. I think we need to do something with this card. Oh, maybe not on change, maybe something different. Maybe we are using different. This is drop down, right? Drop down event listener. Search. Oh, okay. It looks like we are putting in a wrong place. Maybe this on change. Drop down menu. Okay, let me do. Is this what is this? React strap, right?
Okay, how's it going?
Oh, struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like, yeah, looks like I put this. I'm not sure about this on change. Should be for drop down. I'm trying to find this. like on change, right? For event listener drop downs. But I'm thinking that we put it in the wrong place, maybe. Do I need
Okay.
to?
First of all, when you're dealing with Bootstrap, you should always verify, because most of the time, the things that seem to be something, they're like something different. So drop down may not be a drop down, and your own change event may not be even working.
Mhm.
So first, did you verify that you're indeed passing the ID and quantity?
Not yet.
Well, that should be the first move, right? Second is, if you go to, I mean, that's easy to check. If you go to the elements and ID, well, it's not an in and out bar. You see?
Mhm.
It's not a drop down. It's a bunch of buttons. So of course, on change is not gonna work there.
Oh,
So that's like that's the first thing to verify. Second is you can just console log inside update quantity. You can console log update ID and quantity and see if you're even receiving them, because I don't think you are.
I think we're not receiving yet. It's not running here.
So like I said in the last class, you should verify your every step if you're not sure. So you added a callback function, make sure that it's working, first of all. Second, make sure that it's passing the data that you expect it to pass, right? And only after that, start working on the logic of updating the quantity.
Okay, so for example, here, how can I, for example, we created this function, right? Update.
Mhm.
And how can I check it? Yeah, can I do like console log
You need to
and
console inside the function.
type? Hmm?
No, console log inside the function.
Because it will not be called until I'm click it.
Of course. So this is how you verify.
Oh, okay, yes. I was thinking just to call this update quantity with some values inside, but yeah, okay.
No. You need to make sure that it's working properly when you do the event listener.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but can you look at this code? We are updating it correctly. So what we did this, yeah, created new variable, and we mapped it everything from this card item, and then item ID. If item ID equal to item ID, we are returning.
And there is a bit of an issue there, but first let's deal with ID and quantity. So make those changes, and then we will. I will show you how your map is working.
Okay. So what can I do here? Just console log in here. Okay. And then, you said it's not a drop down, right? So then on select, yeah, I'm not sure which event listener do we need to use.
Well, if it's a button,
If it's button, then on click, right?
of course.
Okay. So is it the right place to leave it, or I need to put it upper
No, I think you're in the right place.
and just to change it on click. Okay, and now we can try to.
Are you console logging the quantity?
Um, yep, here.
Mhm.
Yep. Um,
So let's open console.
I lost my console. Okay, so let me just run this again. Okay, I click 2 times and I get this 2. And each child in the list should have a unique key. Okay, each
Don't worry
child.
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't be distracted. Let's check the.
Oh, look, when I clicked it, doing something at least. Okay, there's 1 and what is it? 1, 4?
Did you click on 4? Or did you click on 1?
I don't remember which one. Let me just click again. I clicked in 1 item 2 times. So
You need to remember the number that you're clicking because that's the one that we need to see, right?
or inside the here, right? Okay. Yeah, now let me clean this and put 2. Am I saying 1 and 2?
Because first one is the ID. Your console logging ID and
Oh,
quantity.
okay, then it's correct. But saying children and received not a number expected. It's selecting, but it says not a number.
So, yeah, because you can't choose it twice because right now your map function is broken.
Yep.
By the way, if you want to see like clearly what you're console logging, you can do something. So when you're console logging, you can do something like this. What's the other one?
Quantity.
Okay. So let's refresh. Why did you switch to responsive mode? Why is it? Yeah. Okay. So
Just because it's
okay.
a smaller size screen.
ID 2, quantity 4. So
Oh.
it's more clear this way.
That's good. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so now we need to handle this issue with map because you're
No,
mapping.
wrong in here. Okay. Okay.
So when you're updating the quantity of an item, you're returning that item quantity equals to quantity. So that can lead to unexpected behavior. So first you need to update item quantity equals to quantity, return item. And else, don't forget about else. Just return
Return item.
item.
Okay.
So now let's see again. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. It's selecting.
There you go. And the
Oh.
price is changing.
Changing. Okay, cool. Fix. Yes.
You see?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay, good. Let's take a break now, okay? And
Okay.
then we'd like to do some more functionality there. Let's take a 15-minute break, as usual. Okay.
Okay.
See you guys soon. Thank you.
Is that you, Kai?
Yes. Mm. Yeah, I was trying. I was testing it.
Of course, what you know to do the best.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, looks interesting. Cool.
I'm curious how we do the feature when we can show how many items we have, in the cart, like
Here,
the
yeah.
number.
So we are using what is the React strap, right?
Yeah.
So I think we did kind of one project, something like this, just changing the numbers somewhere. Maybe it was JavaScript, React strap. Or is it icon with number, something like this, right? Number. Wait, on icon.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, any questions about what we just did?
No, I don't have any questions. It was good.
All clear?
So, yeah, but we lifted the state, right, in this case? Or no?
No, we didn't.
We didn't. Okay, good.
State was initially in App.js.
In App.js, and we just passed. Okay, perfect.
We used callback, right?
We use
Callback.
callback, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. So, what do we do now?
Yeah, why we don't have zero count here? Delete or something like that. Oh, so yeah, next we wanted to have this, to add this number here on the cart icon.
Yeah, so I don't think it makes sense to have a zero there because you cannot add 0 items to the cart. I think it would make sense to add the delete button, to like
Yeah.
remove button, that would remove the item completely from the cart. So if you want, we can implement the remove button and then move on to the showing the overall quantity and stuff in the nav bar.
Okay, I checked in Amazon. Yeah, it says 0 and delete. So if you put 0, it's gonna just delete everything. But it also has separate delete button. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we can.
Let's find the delete icon. I think we're using React icons here.
Sorry, React strap or React icons?
React icons.
Oh, React icons. Okay. Delete. This one. There's something like X.
Or
Or
garbage bin.
yeah, this garbage bin. Delete.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
everything is garbage bin, but just smaller, bigger. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, it's something, maybe something like this, but this RLI bin maybe. It might change, maybe this one. What do you think about this?
sure.
Okay, we need to put this guy. So we already imported these icons, right? Or not yet?
They are important.
Okay. Then we need to put in the cart, and do we need to show it right after where to put it? Oops, somewhere between this or after? I think it's between, right? That's right.
Sure. Or after.
After this drop down. Let me do
Or
it.
after the price.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you can take a look at Notino, the other website, and see how you have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What is it? Uzun?
I think so.
Is this delete?
Press on it.
Oh, okay. Delete. Oh, yeah. That, okay. Oh, after. Then we can put it somewhere after. Oh, okay. I need to import this. It's not finding this out. Okay. It's like we don't have React. I can see it now. Oh, we have it. What is this? Package JSON. Oh, yeah, we have it.
Okay. Did you edit?
Yep.
Where is it?
Oh, this is not edit. Strange. It's so small, but yeah, it's here. Maybe we
This
can
doesn't
get.
look like a very, yeah, maybe like not a delete, because this one is more like, let's do, which one did you choose?
This guy on the second row, but maybe we can choose something from
Yeah,
here.
something more clear, because this first one doesn't look like an e-commerce button.
Oh, okay. Which one? Then e-commerce, I don't know.
Because yeah, it's not very clear. Like it seems like you want to delete something from your laptop, you know, not like an item.
Okay. So
Um,
maybe just del
no, let's do the third one in the first row.
the first row. Oh, just this one?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's gonna be small. Same. Oh, we can change the size, I believe. Right?
Also, you need to import it.
Yeah, I imported.
You imported this icon? Okay, cool. Okay, how do we change the size?
Maybe it is size. Maybe we can try just do the size
I don't think so.
equal to, I don't know, maybe like something it's large.
Oh,
But this is too large.
literally large.
Should
Medium.
we go for a medium?
Um, this is maybe small. Maybe extra small.
Why don't you try small and refresh? Because I don't think right now it's responding to your changes.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Just do small and refresh.
It's gonna delete all my cards. Okay. No, same. The smallest one is this guy, the big guy. I don't know. 10 pixel. Is it gonna work? Not sure. Oh, okay, it worked. Then we can just do it. You know, 40, not 40 pixel, something like this. Or maybe smaller, 30.
A little bit smaller, yeah.
Thirty-five.
Okay, that looks good.
Okay.
Okay, so now that you have implemented the first functionality with updating the quantity, I think deleting should be just a piece of cake, right? Because it's basically similar principle to, I mean, similar pattern, I would say.
Yeah, I would love to eat that cake. Let's try it. So we are just, yeah, similar pattern. We are just deleting that item from our cart items array, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Then, okay. Yeah, let's as 11, yeah, I think we need to same way just to create delete item function, right? And send it there and get the ID with a callback. And
Okay.
then,
And the quantity and set the state?
no, we just need to delete everything, right, from here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We need just to get the ID and compare, so compare the ID and the first ID we find, just delete it or something
So
like
this means we use something like filter?
that. Maybe filter, yeah, because with map, you're not deleting, maybe filter, yeah. Yeah, so I don't remember about find. Find is going to return only the item which found, right?
Yes.
Okay, then filter. Okay, let's do it. It's filter. So um, first let's put it here. This delete. It's gonna be on click. On click, and with this, it's gonna be callback, right? And delete. Put it inside this. Delete.
It doesn't have to be in curly braces.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be. Okay.
No.
That's okay. I thought that it should be okay. Then delete. item from cart. Uh-huh.
I think it's better to name it delete cart item.
Oh, okay, that sounds super nice.
When
Cool.
you're naming functions, try to avoid, you know, like from this kind of.
Okay, that's good.
So
tip.
like you need to delete cart item, it's delete cart item. If you need to delete favorites item, it will be delete favorites item, right? Like it's good to be precise.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So here we created this. Now we need to go to app. I didn't save it. Save it and go app. So now we have this cards guy, right? Okay, let's do it right after here. Const this. Oops. Okay, we are receiving ID, and now we need to do. Let me just grab this from here and put it here, and so updated. Yeah, this is updated card. So card items we are receiving. Slovenia, you said filter, right? Filter.
I would go for filter, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna filter it, and okay, it's gonna create new array without this item. Okay. Then item we are ID equal ID item. What we're doing here? Let me update this first. And yeah, we are having this item. If item ID equal to item, not equal, right? So we need, oh no, if it's equal, I don't remember the logic. If it's equal or if it's not equal, we need to return in the filters. Yeah, we don't need anything this here.
So when you press on delete, it needs to be equal, right?
Yeah, we need to delete it from this card item. Yeah, we don't need to grab it, right? So easy thing, but my brain is not cooperating with me to think
So
fast.
why are you trying to repurpose the logic from map? The way map works is different than the way filter works. Just write it from scratch.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's why I'm getting confused.
Rewriting something is more complex than just writing from scratch, especially in such a simple case.
Yeah, it's okay.
So just write your filter from scratch, and you don't even need curly braces. It's a one-line function.
Let's go item dot ID equal to ID. Is it correct?
Why equal though? You're trying to remove it, not leave it.
Then
You're filtering out the item that you're trying to remove. So all of the items that are not of the same ID should stay inside this array.
then this not.
No.
So instead of 3 equals, we need to have exclamation, yes, over there.
Okay, here. I forgot where to put this exclamation mark. Like this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was confused where to put this. Okay.
So looks like
Oh,
Right now, delete cart item is kind of grayish, which means you're not using it.
which
But
one?
also,
Delete cart item is grayish, which means you're not passing it anywhere.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, we need to pass it to cart with this guy. Yeah, right?
I have a question. Are we supposed to delete our set state from the function delete cart item?
Come again?
We should delete our set cart item, right? Line 32. Or should
Why?
we leave it?
Of course, we should leave it. How else are you gonna update the state?
Okay. I think I'm confusing like when our component is dying, like with the lifecycle methods, but okay.
Right now, it has nothing to do with life cycles. Right now, we need to update the state because if we don't update the state, it will not be aware. So let's say we leave line 32 out. So then what happens? We just filter out and store the filtered data inside updated cart and nothing will happen.
Right. That makes
The cart
sense.
items will still remain the same. That's why we need to update them,
Okay. Thank
right?
you.
Mhm. Okay, let's
So
test it.
we tested 1, 2, 3, 4. All the men's outfit. Okay. Now we need to go here.
Mhm.
Oh, it's 3. It's so weird.
Quick delete. Uh-huh.
Put it
See?
back. Defined.
Mhm.
Oh, I think we are not receiving it here. Yeah.
Yes, in the
Yeah, I didn't put it. Okay, I don't
I
need.
don't think it's there. Is it there?
Come. No, I'm just cleaning there. And delete cart item here. Yep. Now I got it. Now yes, it's deleting.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. It
So
would
again, like I cannot say this enough. When you're working on any kind of functionality, especially now when you're still unsure of some basic things, yeah. First, think of the high-level logic. Then start implementing it step by step, but check every step of the way. So now you were just assuming things. You built delete cart item function before even testing it, if it's even being clicked, if it's even being triggered when you click on the icon, on the delete icon. You know what I mean? So what you should have done in order to avoid any kind of issues when you're already like deep in implementation, right? What you should have done is first create a delete items function, console log any string like delete, pass that function to cart items, click on the delete icon, check if the function is working, check if you're receiving the ID. So when you are sure that the function is being triggered and that you're receiving the correct ID of the item, after that, start working on functionality of the function itself, on the logic inside the function, okay? Because I see this every time you're working on something that you start with like logic right away. You rush into implementation before even checking like small stuff. And don't underestimate these details because let's say you have come up with this whole logic. And then, for example, you're not receiving the ID, you're receiving something else like index or name of an item. and then you don't know where to debug it because you have already written like 10 lines of logic there, and you don't know where exactly you went wrong, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's good to be like to take incremental steps in building your solution. First, write a very simple dummy function. Make sure that it's working. Make sure that you're receiving the data that you're expecting. Only after that, start working on the logic, right? Because otherwise, I mean, you can still debug it, of course, it's possible, but you can just avoid it altogether, right? Because debugging the logic that you have already created is more difficult than catching error immediately. So make sure that you check your every step, because what you're assuming is not, and right now at this level, it's most likely that it's not working the way you imagine it to work. Right? So make sure that you're checking every step of implementation, okay? Before you move on to like more complex things. Okay, cool. Now let's show the items in a navbar.
So where's the icon, right?
Yeah, I think next to the icon, we can show, should we show just the quantity? I'm not sure. Should we show the quantity or like total price of icons or both?
In the navbar,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
just quantity.
Wait, I can go scootering like without you?
No, with your brother.
I want to go.
I'm studying now. So later on, okay? Sorry.
Okay.
That's
Let me see how
adorable.
they are doing it. Let me see.
I think we can only put the quantity, right? Not the total.
Oh, I see that in their implementation, they are showing both quantity.
And okay.
Let's do the same. So on the bottom over there in like a small circle, we will show the quantity. Okay. And next to it, we will show the total price. I think that will be a bit more challenging. So let's do that.
Okay.
Let's start by hard coding it. Let's start by just showing the, some amount and some price. Make sure that we're actually, yeah. Let's remember some CSS.
Yeah, I was going to look. Okay. So what we need to do? Sorry.
So
Hard code.
let's hard code it.
I'll code it in the nav.
Yes.
Nav item. Shopping cart. Okay. I think it's inside this nav item after this. So I don't know, something like this, 11, or so do we need to put somewhere inside this nav item?
Yeah, maybe we should create another nav to wrap it into a nav item.
Yeah,
Because
no.
the shopping cart is right, Asel?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Oops.
so the quantity circle thingy should be somewhere next to the shopping cart, just because we will need to put it over
Okay, inside then, right inside the nav
maybe
item.
in the same nav item. Yeah, and the price can be another nav item, I think.
Okay, then price is Oh, I don't know. Do I need to put just
Just do like $100 or something.
okay, yeah. What is it? Dollar sign.
Mm-hmm.
They love here. It's 99.
Okay.
It's not a price, it's a total. So, okay, where is our, oops, it moved out. And it's not sure, maybe it's color. It's color,
Mm-hmm.
white. Change.
But you need to wrap it in a style.
Yeah, but with this, sometimes they do, is it style CS like this? Oh, just style.
Equal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And then 2 dots, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's working now, and same for this guy too. I can get this. Maybe I can just put it somewhere here. What? What is that? Oh no, I put it in the different item. I wanted to put it here. One place. Okay. We need to add some space, but I don't know how to add. Oh, just padding, right?
Yeah, but
Padding.
did you do something like display flex
Um,
on the nav bar or something before? Do you
Yeah.
remember? I think we did. So it should technically,
in CSS, somewhere in CSS.
hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me get the control for 1 second. So we have nav with tabs. Nav item. Another nav item inside this nav, right?
Time to play soccer.
I think we did something there.
No container that in the class name.
Where's the container though?
But yeah, just it's like we need to put that class name here. And
Hold on. Wait, if I close it. Okay, so first let's work on this part, yeah, because it's gonna move anyway, and then we will work on the margin here, okay?
Okay.
So let's remember some CSS. How do we draw a circle around this?
Border radius, I believe, and 50% or 50 pixel.
But
Maybe
before that, we need to wrap it into something, right? Is it in a div?
not in a div now.
In order for border radius to work, you need to make sure that your item has same width and height, remember? So this, oh, wait, it's in the same, oh, okay. So let's do like, okay. And to this div, if I add style, so I'm gonna do inline style, so we don't have to waste too much time. But basically, it has to be width, let's say 10 pixels. Oh, what happened? It has to be as a string. 10 pixels. Was it comma or semicolon?
Big comma, yeah.
Height. Because if it's not the same width and height, then it will be oval, not round.
Yeah, yeah.
And what else? Display. Online. Log. Also, we need to set, was it border radius, border radius to 50% and background color to, let's use the same pink color that we're using there. So this one. Hey, could you copy this one, please? And paste it.
Mm.
Okay, let's try and see what we have.
Oops. Saved it. Oh, okay. Oh, why it's so okay, small. We need to make it bigger. 30.
And we can also do a font size, like smaller font size, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
let's see how it will work out.
Okay, maybe 20. Yeah, something like that. Right?
Okay, let's
Or
see.
yeah, even smaller, it's kind of not visible.
Okay, so now what we want to do, let's do this. Let's change the style of this. Let's make it a white color. Up. And let's try font size.
I think you are changing in a different place.
No, I want to change the card icon first. Let's make it larger and white.
Oh, okay, that card.
How about, I wonder if font size will control the size. If not, we will try something else.
Oh, okay, yeah, it works.
Is it bigger? I didn't know.
It is bigger, yeah.
Okay, so let's do maybe like, is it okay or should we do 25?
Yeah, maybe 25. Yeah.
Okay, good. And now you see how this icon here is like, it's the text is not centered inside the circle, you see?
Yeah, because it's bigger, I think. It's a bigger font. It's
No,
not.
even if we make a circle like really large, so let's say this is 40, just as an example.
Oh, okay.
Not centered. See?
Text align. We need to use text align.
Oh, I think text align will just
It's just horizontal, right?
horizontally. Yeah, so this was, I believe, one of my interview questions. So what I did is I did display flex. Line items centered. Justify content. center. And I believe this should center it. Let's see. There you
Oh, that's okay. It can you use this flags inside. That's interesting.
And let's make it a font size. I think right now 11 is a bit too large.
Yeah.
10 pixels.
Oh,
Is it too small now?
so small. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Let's do 12.
bigger before.
Okay. And now finally let's control this to, let's try 15.
Oh, now you need to fix the width. It's 150.
Oh,
Just 0.
oh my goodness. Sorry.
You click on. Oops. Yep, I can delete one. Yep. Now save. Oh, now it's small. Now it's a little smaller. Maybe 17. Try to just.
Yeah, keep trying until we find the optimal size.
Okay. Bigger.
Let's do 19
Oops. The 20.
or 20.
And the out higher border. And then okay, maybe. But looks like no, it's not centered, or it is centered. It's a little bit off to the right.
Yeah, looks
But
like it's not centered really.
yeah, maybe because it's 11, maybe 69, something like this. Is it somewhere centered?
But it should be centered anyway, right? Because user can choose any number.
Yeah.
So I think the font size, I think it should be half of the width and height, and then it will be centered probably.
Okay.
I haven't done this in a while, so it's, so if we do, for example, if right now we do, is it too small now? Should we make it larger?
Little bit, maybe 11.
Let's try 24 and 12, yeah? So 24, 24. So now if I change it, and now is it centered?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try with different numbers and then we'll see. And now this circle, we should move it to the bottom of the card. Yeah, let's move this a little bit. Margin up, left. The 10 pixels. Okay, cool. So now let's move this to the bottom of this card, like they're doing here.
Yeah.
Any ideas how?
Like it's related to position, but I have no idea what
Yeah.
to
Yeah, definitely.
Google search for that.
So their parent component should be positioned. Do you guys remember?
Position position absolute and position relative. Parent component should be okay relative, and then the parent component should be oh no, this parent component is relative and child is absolute, right?
Nope.
Position relative.
So now it will move a little bit. Okay. So now we have, because it's position absolute, we can move it. So for example, top 0. Yeah. So let's do top 20 pixels. We'll just have to keep trying.
Didn't save it. Let me save.
It doesn't automatically save.
I don't know, but for somehow no.
So I think 20 pixels is a little too much. Let's do maybe like 17. Okay, and right. Let's try 5. Okay, how about -5? Okay, we're close.
10 maybe, -10. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something like that, yeah.
Mm.
Theirs is a little bit upwards, I think, to like, so maybe we should do top, not 17, but 15.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it can be even a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What?
I think it can go a little up too.
Uh-huh. Let's do 13.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's better, actually. Yeah. All right. I think it's pretty clear that these are items and this is the price, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so now that we have hard coded and the style is ready, now let's insert real numbers. That should be easy. I hope.
Real numbers. Okay, we need to.
Huh?
Yeah, real numbers. We need to get all the item no, it's quantity numbers and
Right,
add up everything and show here, right?
exactly. So the quantity should go into that circle thingy and the total price. Don't forget that this is a total price
Getting
of
the
quantities.
price from every item and adding up and
Yeah,
showing.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, but do we have? Oh, so we didn't have any totals here, right? So we haven't implemented that under.
Nope, you will have to calculate it locally in the nav bar. I think in the nav bar you have access to cart items already, or
Yeah.
maybe.
We
No.
do, I think.
Yeah.
Now we have access
Yeah.
to the
Maybe we
cart.
can just add it here, right?
Mhm,
Oops. Yes, I'm closing this guy.
mhm.
We need this card items and let's check enough. Where is enough?
Up, a little bit upper.
No.
Up, yep. Line 88.
Yep. No. Oh, okay. So we can add just it here, right?
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Added it here and now need to put in this.
Mhm.
And now we have it.
So of course, you guys will have to move all the styling from that we did here inline. You'll have to move it to a CSS sheet, right? So I'm just doing it because I don't want to spend too much time on CSS.
Mhm.
But of course, like this kind of code wouldn't be acceptable, this kind of inline styling. So just for your information.
Yeah, but so I said, then it's a question. I was trying to practice with that material UI. It's the same like this one, but
Right.
and it has not inline style, but this I don't know, built in this for example color. For example, you need to put it color or something like that here, disabled, and it's gonna show. This is not a really styling, but it is, yeah, it's styling from that what is that? So for example, material UI. So that kind of styling should be So you can put them out.
Of course, if it's so, for example, Bootstrap items have their own, they're not actually inline styling, right? So Bootstrap item can have something like color property, which is not a real CSS property, but Bootstrap has it. And of course, then it should be for sure inline because
Okay.
it's part of their library code. So it should be transparent, like all of the styles that you implement to this Bootstrap item should be quite transparent. And if somebody else is reading your code, it should be clear to them what you're doing. So if there is a way to make those changes using Bootstrap, so let's say if you're using Bootstrap or Material UI, so you should read their library first and find a way to implement it using their library.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you should follow their documentation. So if it's like in most cases, in any like CSS libraries, right? You're gonna use probably inline styling. So for example, in Material UI, in Bootstrap, in Ant Design, you will have to use their sort of inline styling. Yeah, but behind the scenes, how they process it, we don't know. But we know that if we write color danger in a Bootstrap item, it will turn into red, right? We don't know how they do it. Danger is not a real color. Color is not a real CSS property, but still it's sort of like inline. I don't think they view it as an inline styling, more like a property that you pass, sort of like props, you know?
Okay. Then so in that case, so if you're using props from that strap, so it should be fine, right? It sometimes it can be long.
Of course. Yeah, it's totally fine as long as you're using their library because they know how to handle it efficiently.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, and that's why they created all of those properties so you can style it efficiently, and how they handle it, we don't know, but we can trust them that it will be effective. But in this case, for example, with this div styling, of course, it's not something that we could achieve with Bootstrap or React Icons libraries. That's why we had to do some styling. Also, if you're trying to implement some kind of different style to like a Bootstrap item, you should be careful because sometimes you cannot override their style, because their style will take the priority over the one that you're trying to implement sometimes. So you have to be careful with that as well. But yeah, always be mindful of these things, because sometimes you can implement something and then you're not sure like why it's, is it even being implemented or not, right?
Yeah.
So you can try saying important next to that style to see if it's a problem of like CSS specificity, right? If you write important, then it will override Bootstrap styling, which is not something that you want to practice in real life, but just to debug your code, you can try that and see if you're implementing like a styling in a wrong way, or if this is the library's CSS styling that's overwriting it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, for the cart items, yeah, do we need to do calculations before we are putting, or we can do it right in here? Calculations right on there.
It depends. So for example, for the quantity of products on line 63, in order to show the quantity, you can just do what? How do you show the quantity from cart items?
Quantity, just cart quantity?
What do you mean cart?
What was the question?
How do you show the quantity of cart items on line 63?
So everything, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking here we need to create this scroll braces and inside put this I don't know, cart items
Mhm.
and maybe use reduce.
Okay, that's a good idea. However, right now this is a very simple navbar, right? And it's very easy to understand what you're trying to do, even if you put reduce right on that line 63. But of course, a real navbar component will be much larger.
Yeah.
It's better to
Variable.
keep, yeah, it's better to keep the return statement very like precise. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's better to remove the logic somewhere else most of the times, not always, but most of the times. That's a good name. Good job.
Okay. Thank you. So now we need to get this.
Yeah,
variable.
even naming variables can be challenging, you know. So if you're struggling to find a name for your variable, which is something that I often face with, this is issue that I often face with, what you can do is you can ask ChatGPT to give you like 10 options to name a variable. And you can briefly describe what the variable is doing or what the function is doing. And ChatGPT actually sometimes gives you like really good results, you know?
Okay.
At least it will give you 10 different options and you can come up with something from its ideas.
Um,
It's not a function though, right? It's just a variable.
let me think. This is just a variable, but we need to.
This is a variable that will store
Oh,
total.
yes. Yes.
Okay?
It's gonna be yeah.
So not
Right.
everything has to be a function. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you. All right.
It can be a function, but it's not
I was,
worth it,
I was automatically creating ones. I don't know. So now we can do it. Cart items dot reduce
right?
and then do this calculations inside, right? Inside we need to get item.
So before that, what does reduce accept as a parameter?
Two. This item and
No,
accumulator.
no.
Oops.
Those are parameters of a callback function. What does reduce accept as parameters?
Oh, reduce except this callback function and what is that? Accumulator.
Is it
Initial
initial value?
value. Yeah, initial value for the accumulator. What should be the initial value for our accumulator?
Should be number or string number.
Number, which number?
Whoop. Uh, which
You
number?
you were gonna put a number there?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we have to.
So,
Zero, of course, zero.
of course.
Yeah, it's so easy to
So
get.
it's a simple counter behind the scenes. It's gonna be a simple counter, right? That should be
Mhm.
updated whenever you're adding cart items. Okay, now please finish your callback.
Now this callback and do this.
Good.
And inside we need to do that item. What was it? Plus, not item, item dot quantity. Quantity, right? Quantity. What was it? Plus accumulator, right? Well, my goodness, I already forgot. It was maybe like this.
Plus,
Accumulator plus.
mhm.
And yeah, that's it, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Console log this total cart
I mean, you're already displaying it, right?
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need to console log it because you will see it immediately there.
Yep, that's correct. But now we have empty because looks like we don't have anything there. But yeah, do we need to? Oh, okay, everything is so we don't have to translate how to say transfer it to number, right? Because everything is number here.
I think so, but we will see. I think even it, we'll see. I'm not sure.
What it's
In
saying?
my mind, it's a number, but I'm not sure.
Oh, it is. Okay, it is.
Okay, please open the console and see what kind of, if you're getting any kind of error. What does it say?
Find reading quantity. Oh, we don't have quantity. Card items.
Don't we have it in cart items already?
Card items. Let me check this card items. We have this quantity.
Did we
Price.
misspell it?
The issue that you're facing, I think, has to do with the way you're writing your reduce function. Yep, definitely inside your reduce.
Inside my reduce item.
Do we have to return?
Exactly.
Oh, forgot to say.
Okay, let's try
I
again.
see something.
Oops, object. It says object.
Why is it an object though? In my mind, it should work now.
Object undefined. Saying undefined.
So can you go back to reduce? Total cart items, cart items, reduce item. Is it accumulator and then item or item accumulator? Is the order correct?
Item and accumulator here.
I think we should have accumulator and an item, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's accumulator first and then item
correct.
second.
Yeah.
With reduce, the syntax is very tricky, but once you learn it, it's worth it.
Yeah, yeah, we haven't used it for a while and I forgot about it. Okay, now it's showing. 4,
Nice.
5, 6, 7.
Oh,
Yes.
this is so nice.
And oh, okay, it's just showing, it's not doing anything. We don't have to send anyway, everywhere.
Yeah, because it's just for the user experience, right?
Same way, then we are going to put these totals, right?
Exactly.
For totals, we have, what is that name? Price. Okay,
Right.
we need to get price. Okay, now it's gonna be piece of cake.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, let's try to total price, maybe. Price, reduce
Item dot.
price. And let's see, now we have this total price, getting it from here to the same way, right? So we are just putting everything together and total, yeah. I think I have to do it in here for now, please. Yes.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of money.
It's
Is this the correct total price?
I don't know yet. Yeah, we need to check it.
Okay.
Something like this. Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
That's why I'm asking.
Not.
Yeah. So let's refresh. Let's refresh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's refresh and maybe I had to put 1, 22 and 132.
That's good.
Okay, it's correct. It's let me put for 10. No, now it's not.
Can you try increase quantity of the bag?
Of the bag.
In this case is correct, but it's not updating. When we're updating quantity here, this is not updating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Do we have to set
So
our up?
if your logic is wrong in one place, it means that it's wrong. It cannot be correct in one
Yeah.
place, wrong in
Right.
another.
I'm going to change when it looks like when we are first putting the items, it calculates is it correctly, right? For the first time.
Well, because it's one item.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, sure. Thank you. Yeah, we need to. Of course, it's not a piece of cake. That's true. We need to do this here. Item price multiply to item dot
Quantity.
quantity. Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me flash it. Two. Oh, okay. No, let me just put it here. 3, 4. Gold. No, 432. Now let's try to add a 160. 10. Okay. Now it looks
Wow,
like
good job.
Yeah, I think it looks correct now. Like at least the logic looks correct. So
okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things to easy to miss something.
yep. And this seems like a very simple, like, and it is a very simple component, right? But still, like, even implementing the basic stuff is taking time to figure out. Yeah. Just always keep that in mind. Something looks really simple, but, you know, especially when you're evaluating the, the volume of work that you want to do. Like they're telling you, okay, so this component, with this functionality, like how long do you think this will take? And then when you first look at it, you think, oh, it's easy.
Mhm.
You say a couple of days. Yeah, and then you realize that there's a lot of like underground
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like iceberg, right?
Yep. So be careful but it's better to take extra time than to say I will finish it in 2 days and then delay it. That will be worse.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, because when you say you're gonna finish it in 2 days and then you end up implementing it for a week, it looks very, unprofessional, right? So take like extra time, consult with your colleagues, ask them what do they think, ask for their input, especially if you will be using like story points, for example, to evaluate the task. In like first month, you can say something like, oh, this is a new code base for me, so I still need some time to familiarize myself, so I'm gonna take a bit of an extra time, and they'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because
are you still doing that kind of points in your
no, we're not using story points. We don't even use like sprint. Strictly speaking, we don't use sprints, because it's our own product, and it's it's so they value quality over time.
It's good to it looks like agile is good, but sometimes they're pushing it and just to
Yeah, especially in outsourced companies, they really push you because they are paid for like specific, implementations and like specific product, right? And
Mhm.
it's not their product, so they just want to finish it quickly and move on. And a lot of outsourced companies, they really push you to, finish something quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
So, for example, my friend, she's working for an outsourced company. They're working on like medical website or something. And yeah, they're like really pushing the deadlines, and she's working overtime a lot. And it's like constant stress for
Yeah.
her because she constantly has to think about the deadlines. So, I mean, not all outsourced companies are like that. But outsourced companies, like they tend to be more like deadline oriented. Yeah, because they also want to please their client,
Yeah.
show them how fast they are, how cheap they are, right? Yeah,
So
but
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
So I worked in two different types of companies. First, in that old school like company, it was a product company, and we had so relaxed deadlines. And okay, you cannot do it. Okay, one more month. So like this kind of thing. What it was so slow. But when I worked in that service company, it was software. Um,
Mhm.
It was this is agile because the clients and they would say they was pushing and pushing just to make it every two weeks to give out something, some kind of deliverable.
Mhm.
Yeah, some kind of product. Yeah, and it was so. So you just finish the sprint and relax. So you want to relax, but another sprint is starting, another sprint, and sprinting all the time. It's kind of yeah. I got stressed out with that kind of
Yeah,
pace.
yeah, it's very stressful. My friend got burned out pretty fast at that company, and then she just needed to like take a vacation to just, decompress. And I mean, there are people who handle stress very well. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe those people without family, without something, but yeah,
yeah.
types of people.
And also, like, even if I didn't have a family, like, it's just in my personality that I don't handle stress really well. So when I'm under pressure, I'm less productive than when I'm given enough time to work on something. Because when I'm stressed, I don't know, I just cannot think straight.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, even if your first company will be like, will be pushing you for like deadlines and stuff, just remember that not all companies are like that. And if you're not happy, I mean, you can still work and, continue applying, right? So I remember in one of the cohorts, we had a girl, she her first job was at I think it was a fintech. I forgot. So her boss was really mean, like, and he was very rude to her. He was rude to everyone, but especially to her because she was new and she would get confused easily. So he would like, probably it was his way of motivating her, but it was really mean. And she ended up, she was very stressed and she continued applying to other positions. And I think in 5 months or so, she was able to leave for a different company. Um, and she ended up with a better offer, higher salary, and also like a really nice tech lead, a really nice team. She was super happy, and it was quite a large corporation, like very well known. So it was like a win-win-win situation for her. So yeah, don't stick with something if you're not happy. Like, I mean, continue working. Of course, you don't want to, especially in this economy, you don't want to end up without a job just because you don't like your boss, right? But still, like, you can continue applying. You're not trapped in one company. So yeah, if you're not happy with the way that they're doing things, you can just, talk to recruiters and at the same time continue working, and maybe you will get a better offer. Yeah. Okay. Good. Any questions about what we have implemented today?
No, it's actually pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice to clarify the stuff, the thing with the lifting the state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty basic concept, I think. If you just try to understand it and memorize it by heart, it will be
Yeah,
easy.
I thought it's gonna be super complicated, but it was, yeah, really pretty for, yeah, it was not that complicated.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. So yeah, that was one of my interview questions actually. Because they gave me like a couple of React tasks in that interview, and they also gave me 2 CSS tasks, and one of them was to show this number, or it was, I think it was a number or a text inside a circle, and also make sure that it's like fully centered, blah blah blah. So don't ditch CSS completely. You never know. Because then when I showed them when I implemented it with like display flex and like we did today,
Okay.
the tech lead who was interviewing me, he was like, oh, huh, I didn't even think of it in such a way. Like I was thinking he showed me like another way to do it, which was also good. But he said that actually with display flex is better because it's like straightforward and convenient. With his way, I think he was doing like line height or something. I don't remember, but it was a little different. He was centering it differently.
Mm.
And it still worked, but it was more code. Yeah. So he was like, oh, it's actually cool. And I think that's one of the reasons they were impressed.
That's good that, yeah. Things can impress. Yeah, but because, yeah, so I think it's so Levin and I will be going back to our homework projects, and we will try to implement this cart stuff into our homework projects.
Which homework? You mean
So
CSS?
from Satex, that's project.
I mean, I know that you guys have a lot on your plate right now, so I don't expect you to go over like the whole CSS stuff, right?
Mhm.
And I think like top priority should still be React because you have a lot to learn. And sometimes I see that you're still struggling with some basic stuff. So it's important that you, like every class that you build, whatever you built in class from scratch, to just make sure that you understood the topic, you know, whatever like new topics you're covering, make sure that you're redoing it, make sure that you're also reading a couple of articles about it. I think it will also be helpful to write like 1 or 2 paragraphs with examples in your you know, notebook or something. I use Microsoft OneNote, which is very, very helpful. It's so easy to organize, and it really helped me when I was in the market. So highly advise you to try that. And whenever you have a new topic, just write it down, like a couple of paragraphs, read 2 or 3 articles on the topic, and whatever explanation you like, copy and paste it to your notebook. For example, I had different folders for like each topic, so like different sections. So for React, I had a section, and everything that I needed to know was in that section, you know, and it's much easier to organize it. So such simple, you know, definitions like lifting up the state or a single source of truth or life cycles of React component. All of these things, eventually, you will need to organize in your head. And it's impossible to fit all of that, right, in just your memory. So you have to have some kind of support system, like a notebook that can be easily organized. And you guys can just create like one notebook, share it with each other, and whoever finds a good definition, they can just paste it there, let others know, you know. Because I realized that it's quite difficult to build your own archive on your own. So maybe you guys, since you already have like a small study group, you can do it together. Yeah, just make sure one of you doesn't accidentally delete the whole thing. But I think it's backed up. So OneNote has a backup system. So it's quite safe, I would say. And yeah, I would advise you to start doing that now, because when you're preparing for the market, you will be stressed because you will have a lot of mock interviews. So that's something that, you know, and you will try to prepare for the interviews fast, which will downgrade the quality of the knowledge because it will be short-term knowledge, not long-term. And you should expect to be in the market for several months. And during that time, it's easy to forget things. So it's better to keep your notes organized. Right? So let's say you learned about like a new topic or a new term, right? You write it down and then find a couple of really good definitions that you really understand and paste them into your notebook. If you need a screenshot, paste a screenshot. If you need a table, you can do a table. Microsoft OneNote is really flexible about everything. So it's, you know, it will be so helpful for you. And I think you should start doing it now because now you've already covered a lot of topics in React. And once you guys, like this week, you started different types of hooks, right? That is also, you know, initially it is a complicated topic to learn. It's difficult for you at this point. So it's good to have that support system. So you can always look it up as a like example. And also about this other hooks that you're using. So for example, like use memo, use ref, etc., use callback. It's, you know, it's unlikely probably that you will use them in an interview. I mean, there is a chance, but slim chance. I think The only hook that I used in an interview was useref. It was like a very specific task, so I had to use it. But yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is don't worry too much if you're struggling to understand them. If you have an idea of how they work and can explain it briefly during the interview, like most likely they will just ask you like, in which cases do you use memo, or in which cases you use callback, and then you can give an explanation. Yeah, but it's unlikely that they will actually make you use it in like a live coding task. Maybe use ref, that because that one is helpful, and it's because in live coding situations they will not give you like a very complex task unless it's a take-home task, right? But in live coding, because they also don't have time to sit with you for 3 hours. So live coding is like maximum 1 hour, and usually it's half an hour. So they will give you like a simple task, like render this on the UI or find the bug in this code or something like that. So it's very unlikely that you will use callback or use memo or these things in a live coding session, you know. And if it's a take-home task, you can always look it up if you need it.
How about user reducer though?
Especially user reducer, you're not, I mean, the chances of you using it in an interview, it's like very slim. I would say 5%. But
Okay, I love that percentage.
I mean, it doesn't mean that you should ditch it. It's just what I mean is don't stress if you don't understand it on the first go, because those are quite complex hooks. So it definitely takes time to understand and learn them. So
Right.
try to have like a general idea of when and how they should be used, but don't stress if you don't get it immediately, because that requires time. Yeah.
But instead of using useref, we can use useState, right? And use effect to manage the task.
Sometimes using useref is just unavoidable. There are situations when you need to specifically point to like
No, I mean, so not useref. I mean use reducer.
use reducer. Yes, of course, it's totally replaceable. But use reducer is there for you to control the state more precisely and more efficiently. And usually we use reducer when there are different ways of how you update the state. So for example, let's say if user puts in this information, then let's say use update counter, for example, right? Set counter with this number. If user inputs this data, then set counter to this number. And then if there's like multiple if conditions. So in this case, it's a bit hard to track because you have to set counter on multiple different conditions. And use reducer allows you to control the state more precisely. And, you know, with like switch cases, you can, I mean, updating the state with use reducer is more transparent, I would say. Of course, you can avoid using it, but it's good to know how to use it, you know. And also, if you understand use reducer, it will be easier for you to understand Redux, because the logic is somewhat similar.
So yeah, during your work, yeah, did any of students said that? So is it that use reducer is an interview challenge a question can be, and how much Redux kind of related questions maybe during the interview?
So with Redux, it's mostly going to be theoretical questions.
Okay.
Not practical, because setting up Redux takes a long time. So it's they're not gonna give you that probably in a live coding task. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I'm speaking from like European market standpoint. But I think if they have like a React challenge, it will be mostly something like render this on the UI or fix this bug or something like that. Yeah. But I don't think they will use things like reducer or Redux for that matter. Yeah, mostly they will ask you, they will know, like they will ask you these questions to understand if you have a general idea of how Redux works. So yeah, it's I mean, of course you should do your best to learn them. But yeah, don't stress too much, I would say. If they ask you that during an interview, then okay, so it means that for the next interview, you will be more prepared, right?
Yeah, it's true.
But I think when you're preparing for the interview, because there's so much to prepare for, it's best to focus on the main topics, right? And then once you are ready for those topics, you can expand it to Redux, to unit tests, to more complex hooks and stuff. But I think since you guys will most likely be applying as mid-level, they will definitely ask you in an interview about more complex hooks. Yeah, they will ask you, but I don't think it will be part of the live coding. The only, like the really complex live coding task that I had was a 1 hour live coding. And they gave me about, I don't know, like 600, 700 lines of code. And it was basically the UI was broken and the logic was also not perfect. So you had to fix like multiple things. And inside that task, there was they were using like things like they had some custom hooks, they had some more complex hooks. That was the only one. In other cases, they would just theoretically ask me about those hooks or just use like simple ones like useref. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Asel.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. I have to go, unfortunately. I'm late.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's time for everybody to go.
All right.
Yeah, have a nice weekend, guys.
You too. And have a productive week. See you guys next Saturday.
Yeah, okay, see you. Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah.